G'day viewers, well this is our line packing radio, so to speak. People have the radio playing, help time passes by and enjoy their work, so this one is blowing the bloody speakers. We'd hit it for the sound to come back on, and yeah, it's blowing the speakers. Singaporean made, National Panasonic RX-FW180, made in Singapore. Yeah, it's not like the other one I've got. This is where they started cheaping out. We'll get this thing apart, and we'll I haven't got. I don't think I got speakers that fit this. So let's have a look inside. Okay, well I got the part. I found some gears and pulleys from the cassette deck that have been smashed off because this thing fell on its side. The cord was tripped over on it and they damaged the cord a little bit, and it fell and smashed on the ground. Yeah, you're trying to work and you get a bloody cord in your way. That's what happens. It gets tripped over and thrown on the ground, on the concrete. They probably hose that down. Why not, eh? Well, since the cassette deck's out of action, I took the belts out. And I got myself some spare cassette heads there for more experimentation. Oh, I could, if I really wanted to, add a line input to these and run a switch to the wafer switch. The wafer switch that the play connects to, I could tap a switch onto that and put it on the back and connect and modify this headphone jack, take it out of the circuit and just wire it into the inputs of these where these heads were as a light input. But yeah, they don't do that. Just like the radio. What we got? We've got a Sanyo LA4108 integrated circuit as its amplifier chip. So I'll get my soldering station out and extend these wires. Oh, they're buggered. I'll do a quick demonstration here. I'll plug it in and we'll give it the symptom. You'd hit it and bump the speakers and it'll come on. The shock from hitting it. So, yeah, those speakers are gone. One neat feature this thing has got, I just noticed, touch and tune. It's got like the two capacitors, a tuning condenser on the back. It's almost like a lines of radio or something. There's like two tuning condensers. Huh, that's kind of unusual. I wonder if that could be manipulated so you can extend the FM band back beyond 87 and go to the 70s range. And go to the 108 to 138 range and do that sort of work with it and pick up police communications on the low end of the FM band, and on the high end of the band pick up the control tower from the airport. It's possible to do that with this. It's broken, stuck. Not going to come out now. Bugger. That won't come off. Stuck on play. Yeah, I'll take it out anyway. That's all unnecessary. I just leave the mechanism there, probably pull the motor out. That's unnecessary, because if that's stuck, that motor's going to be stuck going. And then I'll just use power unnecessarily now. That is stuck. Yeah, I'll take the motor in the circuit to stop the rubbing power. Yeah, I just noticed that. That's really cool. I did demonstrate it earlier before, and that kind of, this really doesn't do anything if you adjust the tuner from that condenser. This really doesn't do anything on the dial. It's like having the radio misaligned completely and it doesn't pick up anything, so I'm not quite sure what to go is with that being a touch and tune feature. It's more like an alignment misaligning the radio receiver circuit. That's more what it does. Anyway, I'll find some wires. I don't have any connectors though, because they've got a set of Sony speakers there that they've got sitting there doing nothing from it. They had it hooked up to another bloody radio. Too many speakers in the one radio. Well, there's this other speaker they got sitting there under the packing line. They're not using it, so that's going to be hooked onto this one. I'm going to make some connectors to go on here, and just take these out of the circuit because they're buggered anyway, and run a wire outside for both speakers for the external speakers. Yeah, I don't know what rating these speakers are. What's it say? 3 ohms. 2.5 watt, 3 ohms, 2.5 watt. Yeah, that'd probably be maybe a 6 watt amplifier, I reckon. Yeah, those things are blowing the buggery. Not bad now. That motor's stuck on, see? Stop!
I've got a nice bottle of wine, which is very good.
Well, that motor's coming out of the circuit.
Better have an envelope in it. A bottle of wine, Jim.
When I heard who was attending this Life's Dangerous, there is no doubt.
Brian Taylor?
The only man who does less for free than you.
So it's a cashy.
And how much? That's the only question is how much.
Sometimes it's good to give back.
Oh, of course it is.
Because the karma bus comes around, Jim.
When you do, let us know.
I'm going to walk out in the street.
Yeah.
Oh, and I had a couple at the bot last night too. She woke up a bit dusty.
Yeah, it'll play file and a voice call disconnects where it's damaged and it stops working. They're buggered. Now it's not working.
So, Willis, what do you got by way of news for us?
Sorry, we're going to tell some news. Now, Jim,
I'm going to extend this area a little bit too, so it picks up all the a better station access, better reception amongst all the shed it's around. So, yeah, those speakers are buggered. I have to hold my hand on them and push them in, hold them in a little bit to get them to bloody work. Yeah. Clapped out. Anyway. I cannot find my speaker connectors anywhere in my stash, so I'm gonna have to just do this and tape them up and just wire them up by hand and tape it up. I've got plenty of access to packaging tape, so we just use that to insulate everything with, and we wire the speaker up. So we'll it's all warmed up. Yeah, I'll take this out of circuit completely, that way you don't want to take any power off the amplifier. Okay, viewers, well, here we go.
Being at a public area. You know, but more so you go at the lower end of it.
Yeah, it's not as loud as the other one that they got, which is a full-blown bloody stereo system, but that's right enough.
Could be a street, could be a
This amplifier chip's ever got its own Hall of Fame on Radio Museum.
really like very small
LA4108, although it's not a tube.
small picnic stadium.
Wires, pin out, obviously solid state. Transistor, diode kind. With a thermal plate for heatsink mounting. There's a thermal aluminium part where a heatsink will clamp onto it and screw on. Sanyo component, obviously, because it's got the Sanyo logo on it. LA, that means if it's got LA in the number, it means it's a Sanyo. If it's got TDA, it's a Philips. AF power amplifier, 2 times 5.3 watts. So yeah, a bit under 6 watts per channel. At 3 ohms, running at 12 volts. 30 kilo ohm total harmonic distortion, 0.3%. 9 or 18 volts it can have in the input of that chip. 45 milliamp voltage ICCQ. Voltage gain 50 decibels. 2.5 amps per channel is its maximum current delivery. Flat out volume on that thing. It's nothing special. It's only a small little thing. Power total is little less than 15 watts when it's driven flat out. So 15 watts is its maximum you can push that chip. This is probably running at 12 volts more than likely if it's putting 5.3 watts into these speakers, and these are only 2.5 watts, so for them to blow, yeah, that thing would have been driving those at 5.3 watts. That's probably most likely running at 12 volts from that transformer. But it can deliver just shy of 15 watts if it was running at 18 volts. Well, we know for a fact it wouldn't be running that much. Nice big LED, look at that. There's a schematic there. Weighs 1 grams. There we go. Had its own little Hall of Fame in the Radio Museum. It's old enough to be in the Radio Museum, that I see, which is a 80s vintage. Got this bloody motor out, doesn't need it. Here we go. 1st of September 1987. DC 9 volt, Singapore. 1987 this radio's from. So this radio runs off 9 volts, which I've confirmed that with just reading that. The specifications on that IC and the battery compartment. This thing runs off 9 volts, not 12. So yeah, it's driving those speakers at about 5 watts, and they're only rated for half that. So it's no surprise why they blew.
Not quite broken, but almost, yeah. There'll be no chance for you doing it. Okay.
It's got a lot of metal on this thing too. Metal fascia for the dial plate, which is kind of cool. Metal fascia on the top, which I've cleaned off. Citric acid's eating the paint off. Corroded a little bit. Yeah, well, that's what citrus and orange juice does it over time. Been dripping on it. The odd drop hits it every now and again. FW18 synchro start relay play. Touch and tune. Yeah, I don't really get that. It's just another little honey.
Still hope to be able to have an opening ceremony.
It's not turned on. I'll turn that on. Flip that feature on. No, I can't pick up anything now. It overrides it. It's overridden.
This content worked its way into Anglo-Saxon.
It's stuck. Doesn't work, see?
Until the idea.
Back to normal. That's a 3 ohm speaker, that.
I think, can I ask, and again, this is super.
Performance isn't too bad. AM ain't too bad. Good old Phil Collins. It picks up what we need to pick it up. We don't listen to AM, so no one listens to AM over there. A, there's too much interference with the machinery, and they all like their bloody hipster music that repeats friggin' non-stop 24/7. Oh, it's annoying, some of the music I listen to. But oh well, we can tune out if we want to. Alright, well, it's time to put it back together.
In Central
Alright,
Australia,
I think I figured out this touch and tune. I've got 100 on the dial.
News Radio.
That is switched on the touch and tune mode. So that's on 100 ABC radio in that setting. I'll change this one.
Handcrafted from the finest.
Is for her.
Aha!
Mattresses represent the
So we've got our disco biscuit pill popping repetitive 24/7 music.
entire body, head to toe, while the unique
Flick the switch. ABC radio. That's how it works. So it's 2 tuning condensers. You set this tuning condenser to a good radio station
Music, Carol Brown and Claire O'Neill.
and leave that. And you switch this switch over, and this is your disco biscuit tuning. That as your disco biscuit pill popping radio station. That's how it works.
control. You just know you
Capacity is across
Well, how good's that, eh?
a broad range of areas.
4x4 from only in free tow bar.
Do with
I'll leave this here for now. Nice phone, put 9, I'll put this on.
National Party in Queensland.
Which way is this bloody dial go?
Canberra.
I gotta turn it anti-clockwise.
On the federal government. Reports.
Lady Gaga.
With over 30 years local experience, give Mildura electric.
Card, that's 97.9.
I'm Monique Taylor with the National News Update.
This will be on 97 play.
Democratic right. Secretary of State.
Yeah, I think that's it there.
Destruction and
Alright guys, I've been to both concerts. I've been to
That's our
Katy
Pearl
Perry
Popper music
and I've been
station.
to Lady Gaga.
Elite Inferno.
And that's a good radio station, but does not repeat 24/7, so they'll leave that setting on that radio station.
Son Jude and their neighbour Chris Noble.
Oh, bloody hell, it helps. Perfectly tuned.
Tore through it.
And we've got the disco biscuit pill popping station.
Well, I can't believe you.
Simple as that. That's how touch and tune works.
The fatal shooting of the victim.
Like she
That's kind of a neat feature, isn't it?
5-year-old Ian
it smelled like marshmallows.
for parole when
Yeah,
he's
I kind of like that
95.
feature actually.
It's understood the failed car bomb attack at a Sydney police station last night was due to a domestic violence dispute involving a man.
5.3 watt at 3 ohms max. That's the limits to the amplifier, so I know what the limits of this radio are.
Foreign Minister Julie Bishop's revealed Cabinet won't discuss Kevin Rudd's nomination for the role of UN Secretary General until next week after
Oh
the
my God,
former
really?
PM
Rudd's
is
getting
out.
back in? Oh my God, this country's gone. This country is broken. That won't move. That doesn't matter though, because the motor's disconnected. Tape off. Oh, the wires might be touching somewhere. Yeah, bit of feedback.
Australia should be proud.
And the 6 men involved in a mid-air brawl on a Jetstar flight could find themselves well.
The passengers are still good. Anyway, viewers, that repaired quite well. Repaired the aerial. Got this off the side of the road in the gutter in front of our house, so car aerial is always coming useful for that when they're broken. Squashed the end of it, stuffed it in there nice and hard, nice and firm, and squashed the end down so it's sealed. How good's that? It's going to be perfect for what we need it for when we listen to it at work. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.